The biggest irony of Ubisoft games is that when they release, they trash. But when you play them a year or two later, they're some of the best games you'll ever play. Hi there, I'm SJ, and if you're anything like me, you grew up playing games like Assassin's Creed, the Ghost Recons, the Splinter Cells, and this means that Ubisoft and all of these games have a very soft spot in our hearts, and we genuinely want Ubisoft to succeed, and we want success. We want to be able to go back and re-experience those root games that we played growing up. And so when a new game comes out, for example, I remember when Unity came out and I was so excited for this whole new revolutionized system, these new stealth mechanics, these new animations, these new parkour. And I remember I even bought the disc. I don't even know when last I bought a game disc. I waited for it, I got it, I preloaded it onto my computer, and I literally played a slideshow. I don't think I got anything more than 10 frames a second. My computer could not handle it. But let's fast forward a couple years now. If I relaunch that game now, it is beautiful. It is amazing. It is an incredible experience. And it got me thinking that a lot of the biggest problems with Ubisoft is that their marketing is too good for their own good. I always find that let's take Mirage. When Mirage's trailer was released, it was this incredible experience. It got us all excited. And I feel like the marketing is too good to the fact that it hypes us up far beyond what they can deliver. But then I also feel like a couple years later, after all of the post-launch support, the game becomes amazing because we have lower expectations. And it's kind of weird that I have to go into a Ubisoft game with these low expectations in order to enjoy it. A game that I am recently loving and enjoying so much is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, I got to play Wildlands for a bit at Comic-Con and a few other events, and I watched my friends play it, and there's no ways I was interested in buying it. But I saw Breakpoint was on special, and my goodness gracious me, I am absolutely hooked. And I'm wondering how many other Ubisoft games are there where post-hype, post-launch, it becomes an incredible game. And that is the irony of Ubisoft games. When they come out, we tend to hate them. But a couple years later, we tend to love them. It's kind of like a terrible relationship, actually. And I wanted to open up this discussion and ask, what are your thoughts on this? Have you ever considered, why do we love these games a few years later rather than at launch? Is it their marketing? Is it the expectations that they build up? That we want to re-experience those feelings we had when we were much younger playing these games for the first time? But now, you and I, we're all older. We have all these life experiences that have shaped us and molded us into completely different people, and we're expecting to have that feeling of childlikeness when we play their games that they're releasing now. And so it's just an open platform where I'd love to know your thoughts and what is your opinions on Ubisoft games in general. Are you excited for what's to come from them with what they're developing? Or you think it's going to continually be the same where they release games and we're just never happy and never truly satisfied until a few years later?